How do you improve your self-esteem, like the feeling of ugliness or shyness or public speaking? Okay, so this is an area that I've done a lot of work on, because Alhamdulillah, I've been very, very honored to be able to help a lot of the du'at. The du'at are the callers of Islam. They are people who go out. You might have seen them in Hyde Park and on stage and all these kind of things. These are the people that go out and speak to crowds, speak when it's difficult, speak in situations which are really, really difficult, right? So I've been very, very lucky, alhamdulillah, that I've been able to help them and kind of, coach them through it and speak to them about it and stuff. What I would say is I really believe the secret to this is actually having this mindset of service, having this mindset of giving and helping others. I think if you have the mindset of service and helping and giving to others, I think it makes public speaking, self-esteem, all of these things, shyness, I think it makes it very, very easy. Right? I think it makes it very easy, because once you start focusing your mind on how can I help that person, what does that person need, what is the pain and suffering that they're going through that I can help with, you start to forget about your own flaws and forget about your ugliness and shyness and all these issues. You forget about it, right? And let me give you an example. I always say this to people, right? Imagine that you are going on a street, you're just walking on a street, and Allah forbid there's a car accident, like there's a car just round the corner, two cars come, and there's a guy who goes flying out the window and he's lying on the street on the road. So he's on the road, he's on the street, and he's just lying there, and he's like really like helpless, and he's like bleeding and all these kind of things, right? So you run over to the guy to help him, right? You're like, oh, let me help this, and you got your phone and you're like calling 999 or 911, and you're like going over to the guy, right? Like, do you think that when you get there, that guy's gonna go, oh my God, no, don't call the police, don't call the ambulance, don't help me, you're too ugly, I don't like your white, I don't like your white hair, I don't like your hair, don't help me, I want someone who's more pretty, more beautiful to come and help me from this car crash? No, of course not. That will never ever happen, right? The person will never ever be like that. They don't care how you look. They're just in such a difficult situation that they are so happy and relieved to be having someone's help, right? And so if you focus on helping them, right, then they will love you for it, right? And so you need to get out of your head and stop thinking about yourself and all this and get into this mindset where you're adding value and helping people. And once you do that, it will make your job easier and people will start to love you, because people will realize this person is not out there for themselves. This person is out there to help others, and they will naturally start to love you. And then that will start to create this loop where, because you feel love now, your self-esteem actually improves, right? And then you do more of it and it improves more and more and more, and suddenly it becomes a very positive loop. So the secret to self-esteem for me is about going out there and helping people, and serving people and giving to them, and remembering that your focus should be on helping them for the sake of Allah. Remember, all the actions we want to do them for the sake of Allah, so that our reward is guaranteed and it's like massive, inshallah. So I hope that helps.